I will show you how you can build your own AI-powered chatbot that not only lives on your website and answers inquiries 24/7 in 60 plus languages, but also can be on your Facebook DM, Instagram DM, WhatsApp, and SMS. Pretty much any channel of your choice from the selection that I just mentioned can turn into a lead generation channel, support channel, an AI assistant, whatever you want to call it. A couple of steps are required if the bot needs to live on your site or on your social media. We need to authorize the website through a code. From the top right, you're going to visit Settings, Website Tracking Code, add your site, and you'll be prompted with a very simple code that's similar to Google Analytics. Install it on the footer and verify your property. This step might sound technical, but it actually takes 1 minute to do if you have access to your website backend. Very simple step. You'll see the green check mark. That means I've hit verify and the code is properly ready. The second piece, and that's only required if you'd like the bot to live on your social media channels, click on the top drop down, Connection Center, and all your channels of choice. Right now, Facebook and Instagram are supported. You can authenticate, choose the page. It has to be a business page. Similarly with Instagram, if you want to add your own Twilio number or WhatsApp, you can also follow this process. I'm not connecting these today. I'll just show you how it can look on my website as well as on my Facebook page. The third step, and this one is only required if you'd like to have the bot collect lead information, go to contacts, lists, create a new list. In this case, I already did. And there's a fields and forms. Customize any fields that you want. Now, I do recommend having minimal fields if you want the bot to collect information, just so people don't get discouraged from submitting the form. Very simple. I have name and email, but you can create any field that you like if it seems necessary to you. All right, we are ready to go. We're going to go to AI chatbot, blank chatbot, and click here. I'm going to rename it and save. Now there are 3 parts to this on the left: input, actions, and output. The input is super simple. I'm choosing the sources of the data, so I'm going to upload some files, and I'm going to verify some of my web pages. That's it. I could have added my YouTube videos or even gone to an API integration, but I won't do that today. Let's configure each step individually. Files input, I will choose those files, which by the way, I already uploaded here. So there's a step that I skipped, which is uploading the files. Again, these files are about me from my LinkedIn export and my personal document. I'm choosing when I want this document to start learning. I chose today. And the second part is my website URLs. So I have multiple options, or I can have multiple URLs. And how often do I want to refresh the learning model? Just in case you are pushing a lot of updates on your site and you want the model to train itself for that new information, choose the cadence of your choice. Don't do daily or weekly if you don't have the need for that, because there's a capacity of 10 million characters, which basically is a lot of characters. But to be mindful of the process, just choose the cadence of your choice to refresh the learning model. That's it. I'm going to do monthly, and I'll parse in my URLs just so I can start the learning process. Like you can see here, I have all the pages, and I don't have a lot, but in case you do, just list them all. Save configuration. So my source of data is ready. I will switch on the left to actions, drag the generate bot, and now I will link this input and the web page as well to the bot. This is just basically handing over the data to the bot that I'm about to configure. Anything that says need configuration, that means you have to double click on it and follow the prompt. Now here you'll see 3 tabs. The configuration is the personality of the bot. So I can say the bot name, let's just call it Richard's AI, and then the heading, ask me anything about me. I can upload my own avatar, so let me just do that real quick. Uploaded my own image for the bot avatar and the bubble icon that normally floats on the bottom side of the screen. You can have them be the same, or you can have something different for each one. The accent color will reflect on the fonts, will reflect on the buttons, and some general theme to the bot. So I'll leave it on black. What are the instructions? This is important. You can say things like apply as a professional, add emojis. Try to be creative here if you want to have specific instructions for the bot. The default prompt is the first prompt that shows up, and what happens if no answer was found. The second part is form configuration. You will only need this if you have forms or you'd like to capture lead information. So I'm going to enable the form. I can make it required or not. If I turn this off, the form will be skippable. I can show it to all people, and I can have it ask for information if nothing was found. Now here it says prompt users after a certain amount of questions, so you can answer them or ask them for their email after the first question or after the third or fourth. It's totally up to you. In this case, I'm going to leave it after the first. The form style is how it's going to collect the details. You can make it conversational or you can make it embedded form within the frame of the chat. So I'm going to leave it at prompt. I'll select the form that I already created. I showed you how to do that earlier. And what is the first prompt for the form? You can be as creative as you want, put your own touch, personality on this, and you should be good to go. The conversation starter are also floating questions. If you want to help people ask questions that you want to have at the forefront, like for example, who is Richard Fala? What are your top quotes? And the last one is, what is your professional background? We've noticed that adding these improve engagement with the bot by over 27%, and it's super easy, so don't skip that part. Finally, the output is where I want the bot to live. I already verified my site, so I'm going to drop it. I'm going to use my Facebook Messenger. It needs to be a page. And now I will connect those two and double click on them to choose which one you want. So this is my website already done. And the bot, I have my own channel or page, which is Richard Fala. That's all you need to do, you guys. The bot is ready to go and I'm going to publish. You will notice there's a training tag here. It's going to take a couple of minutes for it to kick in. The bigger the data set that you've added for training, obviously it's going to take longer, but overall it's quite fast. So let's just give it a minute or two and then we're going to visit our website and see how that bot looks like. So the bot is finally ready. It took about 7 minutes to complete the training process. You will notice at the top there's a progress bar here. 15,000 characters been processed out of 1 million. You can increase that limit, by the way, by clicking on this icon and upgrading your plan or your limits, either by messages or by training characters. I will go back to my site. It's really important to clear your cache. If you don't see the bot, it's usually one step to clear the cache first. And there it is. My avatar as I uploaded it, the predefined questions here, the introductory text. So I can ask any of these, what are your top quotes? If it doesn't find the answer, it's going to tell me. But if it does find from the knowledge base, it's going to give me back the suggestions. There you go. It's asking me to provide my email address. Let's go ahead and do that. The name. If I made it required, the person will not be able to skip. So remember that step. Richard Fala. I'm done. I can continue asking more questions. You can always fine tune these, by the way. These things are never 100% perfect out of the box. Let's test out also Facebook. So if I am to click here and ask any question directly from the DM, who are you? I want you to note how the bot will actually just read, start to type. That behavior looks like it's instantaneous and it's going to answer and also ask me the same question to collect my information. Now it doesn't know who I am. I'm a Facebook user. I'm just browsing around. So I'm going to give it a different one, Richard+1 at OpenBuild.ai, and I'm done. You'll notice here, if the bot was not able to find the answer, it's going to tell you that default response, which I configured. Otherwise, it will tell you whatever it found in the knowledge base. Now, important thing to note, everything that happens when it comes to interacting with the bot is going to be recorded for your reference. You'll see I have 2 conversations. I open my analytics. and it's going to tell me each channel breakdown. My website got one conversation, my messenger got another conversation. Also, what are the leads that were collected from my messenger as well as from my website? I can click on here to preview the conversation, how many messages, including the back and forth. This is good for your compliance sheet. If you have an AI compliance to monitor how AI is performing on your behalf, this is a good visibility to that. Now, if you want to build your own dashboard of choice, all you got to do is just navigate here, drop in your chatbot stats. If you have multiple chatbots, you can have multiple widgets of the same. The interaction with the conversation starters, these are the buttons you can see here. One question was initiated. Then I have unanswered questions. That's important. In case you missed out some information that people are interested in asking, you can retrain the bot on these questions. The chatbot leads that were captured and so on. This report can be also exported or it can be shared. You can have multiple dashboards here. Super simple and super easy to customize. This is it. We were able to build an AI chatbot that lives on the website as well on social media in literally just a few minutes.